Hello. Ahem, ahem, ahem. Oh, before we get started, I just want to say thank you for the follow, Luna. If you're if you're able to heal me, but okay, let's get started. So, wow. Hello. So, activating BGM. Man, I love my stream deck. It's so cool. Okay. Yeah, so today's just gonna be a short stream, just kind of doing a retrospective of my first month of streaming as Snowmelon. Man, how time flies. But yeah, I'm going to be I'm gonna drive to Vegas tomorrow from California, so I need to get my rest, So but I still wanted to chat with you guys a little bit before I go. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. So yeah, it's been a month. Probably my last it is definitely my last stream of July. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about today. So I keep saying first month of streaming, but this is specifically as Snowmelon. So yeah, quick spoiler, this is not my first time like streaming overall. We can go into a little bit of history with that in a bit. You got a foster appointment today. Oh, new pets! What kind of pets did you get? That's so exciting. When I got my hamster earlier this year, I learned afterwards that they don't like live for very long. Apparently like 2 years max. And that kind of got me sad, and I was like, what am I gonna do after? And then I got sad. But hamster as my first pet is actually a pretty good choice in my opinion, so I can't wait for my next one. So yeah. Yes, please post pics on Discord. I love seeing pet pictures. You got a bunny! Let's go! Oh my god, I'm very bad with names, by the way. Or at least coming up with the original names. So my pet hamster Cappy, the name was inspired from my favorite hamster from the anime Hamtaro. So there's a hamster in that show that wears a green little cap, and he's called Cappy, and he was my favorite as a kid. So yeah, that's where I got the name. But yeah, I'm very bad with coming up with the original names, but maybe we can figure something out. But yeah, it's time for some Snowmelon lore. So I mean, this is pretty I think this is like hopefully interesting information for like VOD watchers too. So that's why I kind of wanted to talk about this. But anyway, yeah, it's not my first time streaming. Actually my very first time streaming was back in 2014, I think, when Twitch was like super young. I'm talking like, oh man, do you guys remember like the Twitch plays Pokemon days? I don't know if you guys been like kind of involved in Twitch for as long as I have. I haven't been streaming the whole time. It's just, I thought the idea of streaming was really interesting. And at the time, I wanted to show my friends the game League of Legends. And I didn't know how to like screen share or anything. We didn't have Discord. What did we have actually? Maybe Ventrilo? I think we use Ventrilo for like team chat, but that doesn't really support like screen sharing, right? So I came across Twitch and I fell in love with it instantly, or like the idea of live streaming. Yeah, it comes back to League of Legends. Ah man. And oh my god, I was just a little kid. I was just a baby melon. I had my face cam on and everything, and I mean, initially I wasn't like trying to grow. I just wanted to show my friends League of Legends so I can kind of convince them to play, which is probably one of the oldest sins if I had to list them. I'm sorry, friends, for introducing League of Legends to you guys. But if I had to play it, you had to play it too. So yeah, I may have ruined their lives a little bit, but it's okay. We had a lot of fun. Did it work though? Yeah, it worked. Oh man, but I don't remember how I even did it. Like, did I use OBS at the time? I'm trying to think of my setup. Man, I just remember I was in my room with like a 14-inch Lenovo laptop, I think. It had a webcam and a built-in mic. So I just put on like earphones and I just went live. It was so surreal. I was just expecting to like just have my friends watch me, but I think it's because like Twitch was so new that there weren't a lot of streamers. I had like random people join in and just say hi. It was really cool. It was really cool. I feel like I mean, those were the OGs. I feel like if I've ever seen their username again, I'd be like, yo, how have you been? You know, how are the wife and kids and stuff? I'm sure they're in a much different part of life now, but it's been so long. I didn't stream for very long either. It was like, a couple months, but those few months of streaming were very, very magical, I guess. I don't know. I think at that point, that's when I kind of like kind of fell in love with streaming, I guess. I eventually stopped streaming for a really long time, but I still kept up with like the whole Twitch culture, you know? So like Twitch plays Pokemon, or like the smaller groups forming, like offline TV. I'd watch a lot of streamers for the games I would play. So like League, what else did I play? Overwatch, Hearthstone. Trying to remember what else. I don't know. Mostly League. Oh man. But yeah, I eventually, stopped playing League. But yeah, 2014. That was a long time ago. And then let's see. Let's fast forward a bit to 2020, which is when COVID started to happen, right? And then I think that's when a lot of people decided to start streaming as well. And that's also when the rise of like VTubers were a thing. Oh man, VTubers. Can you imagine? I actually don't know what like drove me so much into like being so infatuated with like the whole VTuber concept and like culture and stuff. I think it's just like I like anime, I like streaming. So if you kind of combine that, it kind of turns into the whole VTuber thing, I guess. And I just started watching clips on YouTube of like Hololive JP and Hololive Ian came out, and then I just kept going down the rabbit hole, I guess. So, and I thought about streaming again like during that time from 2020, because everyone was indoors, right? Everyone was indoors, but I don't know. I just couldn't find like the motivation to do so. Until 2024, almost 10 years. Almost 10 years since I first started streaming. So here's probably like the most relevant lore drop for some of you guys, because if you have noticed, a lot of my friends, a lot of my viewers have periodically called me Fire, and that's because before I rebranded to Snowmelon, I was actually Fire Melon. Yeah. So I was just a different type of melon, I guess. So yeah, in the beginning of 2024, I was kind of involved in like a little Discord community based around a gacha game called Blue Archive. And just one day I decided that I should just kind of go for it and try streaming again. But under the VTubing avatar. For a lot of like personal reasons, like secrecy, or like I don't know. I think VTubing is a lot more fun. I think being an anime character is a lot more how should I put this? It kind of resonates with me more, I think, on how I want to stream. I don't know. I've always wanted to be anime, if that kind of makes sense. So here I am. I had a different avatar and everything, so it was a lot of fun. Hi Derp Lord, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, but when I started streaming again last year, it was so different. Like there was a lot of different it was a very saturated market, you know, so I couldn't have like random people come in and say hi again. It just didn't happen. But I was okay with that. I was okay with just streaming to like my small little community. It was very fun. It was so I I didn't stream very often. It was like once every couple weeks, but I made sure that those streams were a whole was very like thought out and like I don't know. It was fun. We had a lot of memes come from that as well. You see that fire ticket emoji that Min Min just put out? Ah, that's the mark of wasted opportunity. I don't know. It's I had a lot of different ideas. Ideas like well, a lot of my ideas were centered around the game Blue Archive. So whether it was like raids or like pulling for gacha units or experiencing the story with some of the community members, you know? Hi Luna, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And yeah. But like I said, streaming at the time, well, streaming now is just so different because it's so saturated. So I had to like kind of explore the whole content creation idea, which was very interesting. It was a whole new beast that I had to tackle. So I learned so much, but yeah, I couldn't really stay consistent for a good chunk of it. I wanted to, but another lore job. During this time, I was kind of like, I was out of a job basically, and I was kind of looking for one. So a lot of the times, I kind of felt very guilty, kind of pursuing this new interest of mine. So I would stream like every couple, very infrequently basically. So, but every time I did it, I just had so much fun. I just have so much fun, and then I kind of like slowly realized, like, you know, maybe maybe I do want to do this, you know, because a lot of advice on the internet is like, you know, before you start VTubing, make sure you really figure out if you like it before you start spending a ton of money on it, because VTubing is a lot more expensive than just regular streaming. It's your first time on the stream. Let's go. Nice to see you here, Luna. Hope to see you again. Make sure to join the Discord, and you know, you can always chat. So yeah, and let's fast forward to this year. So earlier this year, I did get a job, and I feel like I had no more excuses to kind of commit, you know, to kind of go all in and on this whole VTubing hobby. So I think it was like in March or something that I kind of decided to rebrand and like really go all in on this. I did get a lot of inspiration. Oh man, I kind of briefly mentioned this over the Discord, but there was a VTuber that I encountered. He also started earlier this year, and he was a huge inspiration for me because he's only been doing content creation for a couple of months, but in that time, I got to watch his progress. In my opinion, he was very good at what he did. He was very successful, and that kind of inspired me. So I used to like watch his streams. I'd like look at his content and study and like gain ideas on how I want to do stuff. And last Sunday, or I guess it was Saturday evening, so after my stream on Saturday, he had a stream where he basically said he was gonna retire from streaming, and that made me really sad. I don't know, I mentioned this earlier too, but I don't like sad things, because when I get sad, I get like super sad. Like, wait, I have a crying. That's not my crying. How do I cry? How do I cry? I have a crying emoji, which I will try to use appropriately. But yeah, I was really sad, and I didn't do anything for Sunday. It's not technically graduation. He called it retiring because he wants to focus on other things. But yeah, maybe sad. I don't know. It's like someone that you kind of follow closely. Not like in a parasocial way, but kind of in like an inspirational kind of way, you know? I don't know. Do you guys get sad from like when your Oshi graduates, I don't often get sad because in the back of my mind I'm like, they're gonna rebrand and I can follow them again. But you know, sometimes it hurts differently. Anyway, where was I? Sorry, sidetrack. Yeah, 2025 rebranded to Snowmelon because I figured this is kind of the kind of person that I want to be, question mark. I don't know. I just felt super motivated to really pursue a hobby that I'm really passionate about. I think there's so many different things about VTubing that separates it from streaming that makes it very fun and entertaining. And I kind of want to be a part of that. I also kind of want to deliver. So, and you know, going corporate would be really nice, but I don't think I'm at that point. I think I kind of want to like stay indie and prove myself on progress and improvements. So yeah, I'm always looking to improve stuff. So I appreciate you guys just, you know, watching. Speaking of appreciation, I did want to mention something real quick. So I don't want to call out anyone in particular here, but so I've been getting some free art / emotes and I really appreciate them. Okay, I'm so happy that I've managed to get free art this early. I never would have thought it would happen so early, but I'm very happy that it did. That being said, I do not mind free art, but I won't ask for free art, if that makes sense. And the reason is simple. It's because I believe if you spend time and effort to produce something like that, something that good, I think there should be some compensation. Agreed? Basically saying I'd rather commission you than ask for free art. But I'll never say no to free art, you know? But yeah, because I value your time and effort. And speaking of, I just want to say thank you for everyone for being here. Because and all the people who might watch the VOD too, lurkers as well, because you're giving me your time, which in my opinion is the most valuable thing that you can give me. No, not money, Derp Lord. Don't give me your money. Just being here is enough for me. Okay, back on track. I will get you emotes, Min. I will get emotes. Don't worry. It doesn't make much of a difference to me because you enjoy making them. That's really sweet of you. Would you be glad to commission too if that's what you prefer? Stop streaming so late? Oh, okay. We'll figure that out too. Oh no. It's okay. I don't think I can do much about that. Or maybe I can. I might be able to like push up an hour. Still trying to figure things out. We do need a salute emote. I realize you guys use the salute one the most. Whether it's some... How do I even describe these situations? You guys saluted when I put all the toys away. You guys saluted when... when something... I don't know. Yeah. We'll talk about the emotes later. Because it has to do with like the affiliate thing. It's the next on your to-do list unless I yell at you. You're free to do what you want. I'm just saying. But yeah, just so you know, I have a lot of respect for like artists or people who do creative work in general. Mainly because I'm more of an organized person, you know, there's that whole concept of like left brain and right brain. I don't remember which one is which, but I'm the side that's like more organized oriented, you know. So I'm not very good at like creative stuff. I'm not good at art. I'm not good at cooking. I'm not good at, I don't know, Minecraft architecture, for example. Sandbox games are so hard because I have to come up with like original things. But actually, no, that's not. I'm not bad at cooking. Don't get the wrong idea. I think cooking is just, if I follow the recipe, I think the dish will come out fine. right? I just have to follow instructions, and I'm pretty good at doing. I'm good at following instructions, but if I didn't have a recipe, I think like I I don't know. I might be able to make poison or something. I don't know. You're an animator, but you've been wanting to do more illustrations, so this has actually been perfect. Nice. I like, I'm very happy to see people just take up creative work. What was I gonna say? So yeah. Oh, that's another thing that I really like about VTubing. It's a whole creative process, and it's not easy for me, but it's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a lot of like. So I'm like breaking down this whole creative process into a way that kind of works for me. So like planning, organizing, doing like market research and like structuring my content and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So that kind of boils down to the fact that I like being a VTuber. Oh, and I guess I kind of like streaming too. Yeah, it's been a month as Snowmelon, so I guess I am enjoying. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. So initially I started with so my content plan was to kind of start with making some short form videos for like YouTube and TikTok. And this was done over like 2 months to kind of like put myself out there in a way. And the whole idea behind like making my videos, which by the way, I don't think they're like particularly good, but I'm glad people like them. That was my first time like creating stuff on the internet. So yeah, really happy how that turned out. Even though it could use some work. Anyway, the whole idea was to make people smile, basically. That was my philosophy. Because people don't really remember you by what you say, but rather they remember you based on how you make them feel, if that makes sense. Psychology 101. Take notes, by the way. So if I can like, make them feel good or like make people smile, I think that's a good way to kind of put myself out there. So Professor Melon, how do I know this actually? I don't know. I just like learning a lot. So I think I just I just took a class on communication, I think. Yeah. I think my next class is going to be either singing or voice acting. I want to learn one or the other. But yeah, that was the idea. You found me through YouTube Shorts. Nice. I'm glad you did. Yeah. And then starting July, I decided it's time to stream. I was so excited too. When do I teach a class? You guys want me to teach you something? Okay, I think the one subject that I might be able to teach you would probably be something like computer science related. I'm not even kidding. So I majored in computer science, and it's something that I'm really good at. So that's kind of where I found my job. But oh man, it probably wouldn't be really relevant to like public. My lessons would probably be focused for aspiring computer science students. Or actually, I could probably teach you how to VTube too, or like just streaming in general. I don't know how much credibility I have considering my size, but I might be able to do a lecture on that. Oh, you know what? I can hold a class about League of Legends. It always goes back to League of Legends. I can teach you like the roles. I can teach you like all the champions. I can teach you like macro. I can teach you basic strategy. Did you guys know I actually used to play League of Legends professionally for a little bit? Like on an esports team. I'm not even kidding. I'm not gonna name drop anything, but yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that chapter is done. That League of Legends chapter is done. I still keep up with professional esports though. Kind of want to stream, like co-stream one of their games, but that's probably not going to be very on brand, if that makes sense. If my name is Professor Melon, I like the sound of that. Professor Melon. Attention class. And I'd be like dressed up in like a suit and tie and everything, and I'd like have combed up hair and maybe that's an interesting stream idea. That is an interesting stream idea. You think no, we don't need a Professor Melon emo. I don't think so. I don't come across as an educational VTuber in my opinion. I think I can. I think coming up with like a YouTube video of like how to do how to do this, how to do that. Those are usually like, you know, good pieces of content that requires a lot of planning and scripting, but I don't know. I'll write that down. I'll write that down. A lot of my ideas just kind of come on the fly. I'll talk about that actually as we kind of review some of the streams that I've done. So yeah, you learned so much. Oh my god, that reminds me of that one stream where this was last year, where I try to teach my community how to beat a particular level in Blue Archive. That went really well. Oh my god, that was probably one of my favorite streams too. Everything that went wrong, and it was great content. But okay, so stream content. I kind of want to like go down memory lane on this one. Man, I love doing like reflection or like retrospective or like just looking back, because I think you can learn a lot from looking back, you know. So for example, when I used to play League professionally, I would often review my games and try to figure out what I did wrong, and oh my god, it was so nerdy. But it's a good skill to have. It's a really good skill to have, in my opinion. Okay, give me 1 second. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Your streams have made me laugh very genuinely. I'm so happy to, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, you're gonna make me go into panic mode. Oh, you guys have seen, I don't know if you guys can recognize, but I've gone to panic mode a couple times already in the past couple weeks. And in those, when I'm in that mode, I'm like, I don't know, I'm super flustered. I cannot formulate sentences very properly, and I just operate on like 120% capacity. Okay. So, okay, I guess my first stream was actually in June. That was more of a test stream, honestly, because I was just so impatient. I wanted to stream so much. So this was my first one. Oh, that is way too big. All right, this was my very first one. Let me... Oh. Yeah. Okay, that looks okay. Yeah. So this was my first stream that I did back in June, and this was because I was super impatient. I really wanted to stream, and during this time we had some gacha pools to go for a really OP unit. You notice I haven't logged into ZC Silver. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The other ZCC stream actually legitimately broke me, and I'll talk about that in a second when we get to it. Yeah, so this was the very first stream back in June, just to kind of test the waters, see how Snowmelon would do. I had a lot of fun with this one. This was where did I show up on the TV screen? I think I did. This was the one where I started off in a TV screen. All the VODs are on my YouTube, by the way. I was starting off with the TV screen, and that's kind of when I wanted to show that like I like playing around with a lot of PNGs, I guess, to deliver a different stream experience, you know? Because I could have just been on a just chatting screen, but I think having a little bit of a different scene is nice, you know? You'll see me do that a lot. I love doing that so much. So yeah, that was my first stream, and then let's go to the next one. Okay, so the next couple of ones were just yeah, my first stream of July. Why is this so big? Why are they all so big? Wait. Oh no, do I have to do this every time? Okay. Oh, yeah, my first just chatting stream of July. I think this is when I wanted to test stuff out, because I experienced a lot of scuff in the first stream. Oh man, I'm always gonna face scuff. I think there's just so many like software and technology that's involved in VTubing. You guys have no idea. I have like 8 windows open. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7 today. Wow, that's pretty good. I usually have, let's see, I have Steam, and then the game, and then my audio software, sometimes Discord. I think the max Windows I've had for a stream was 11? Yeah, it was 11. That's crazy. My poor computer. But yeah, so this first stream, I just want to fix some of the technical difficulties I had back in June. So that was the main point of that. But a lot of people actually kind of showed up to this one, and I had a lot of fun just chatting. So that was really interesting. So yeah, the first week of July, just kind of want to like chat and just honestly so the goal was to be more comfortable with chatting on stream. Because I'm a very nervous person, so I needed to like, you know, build up that courage. Just being live and talking to myself in front of the computer. It's kind of weird to say, but yeah, it's one of those things that I wanted to practice. Oh, and here's another stream where I really utilize PNG. I love this stream so much, the shower stream. Yeah, the feet. I'm so proud of that feet. I was like, wait a second, how do I cover? Because, you know, you gotta cover up most of your body. But but I also didn't want to look like I was showering with pants and shoes on. Even though you could see like the upper part of my torso. But yeah, that was really fun. That was really fun. And then I'd give you guys like a shower towel and like I don't know. I also had a pretty fun moment in that too. Oh, I think I remember now. I was talking about like burning textbooks, unknowingly that one of the chatters was a university professor. And as soon as she revealed it, I was like, oh. Run! I didn't say anything, run! Yeah. Okay, and then we go on to the second week, which was... okay, I'm just going to show this one. Wait. Okay, also, can I just say my thumbnail game is pretty fire? Like, before every stream, I'm like coming up with a thumbnail for my YouTube, and I'm just like, this looks pretty good. I don't know, I'm so proud of this. This idea, the Gacha week was, yeah, I love this thumbnail so much. Yeah, Gacha week. Because I wanted to see how far my StreamYard luck would get me. I think I used most of my luck on day 1 with Blue Archive. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I want to stream Blue Archive again because Fest was happening. A lot of good pulls were to be had. And also I just want to like let my old community know that, you know, I'm streaming under Snowmelon now. Yeah, so Blue Archive went pretty well. Man, I love that game. Was it just gacha? Good luck, and then into a little bit of storytelling, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this one. But and then Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, that stream legitimately broke me. I think everything that could have went wrong, it went wrong in the most melon way possible. Let me explain what that means. So, for MiHoYo games, there's a gacha system, the 50-50 spark, right? So the first time you hit pity, you have a 50-50 chance of getting the character you like. When I used to play a lot of Genshin, I would lose every single 50-50. And yeah, it sucked. It sucked. And then in Zenless Zone Zero, I've also experienced that where I lost my 50-50. And then I had to wail on stream, which I am not proud of, by the way. I'm not proud of that. I'm trying so hard to stay free to play with all of my gachas. But it ended up happening. You try, yeah. And then after I had the currency to pull enough, I pulled on the wrong banner. The worst part is I pulled for the character that has like, I pulled for my least favorite like gacha character archetype. Like my old community knows I do not like gakis or like bratties. Is that a word? Like brats? And on that banner, it was either the most OP unit in the game or a brat. Oh my god, it was so... man. The gakis had their revenge that day. Yeah, you tried. That's another thing. That's when I realized I need to change my chat software. Cause Restream multi-chat has like a really fat delay. So yeah, you tried, but I just couldn't see it in time. That was my fault, honestly. I should have been paying attention. Anyway, yeah, that's the only stream so far that I have unlisted. Like it's private, because I don't like that stream. Not because of the gacha results, but mainly because I had to wail on stream, and I don't want to like encourage that. I guess I don't want to encourage like gambling, and just I don't know. I was kind of bummed out, and I don't want to like, yeah, rip that stream. It's okay. It's okay though. I live and learn. Yeah. And then the Uma Musume stream. Oh man. Okay, that one was a ton of fun. Or at least the first half. The second half, I had no idea what was happening. But first half, if you haven't seen that stream, you should at least watch the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of it. It's very, very interesting in my opinion. That's the first time I actually spent... Okay, that's not true. I spent money on this VTuber model. But for that stream in particular, I also spent money to buy the DVD and the DVD player. I actually returned it, so I got all my money back. For a good time. I'd say it was really worth. It was a good time. That horse game is so... Oh, talking about... Yeah. Uma Musume? I got rid of that piece of art. Okay, low-key, I was thinking if I should buy the other installments of that series and keep the bid going. No, but the title of the stream was Uma Musume, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people were interested in that, so yeah, I had to switch over. I was surprised. A lot of people came for that gacha game, Uma Musume. I have to say though, it's not my type of game. or it just didn't resonate with me, I guess. And also, I'm not looking to add another gacha game to my collection. So, sorry, gamers. Yeah, it's so popular right now. The most random people are streaming it, I swear. But I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Reason that I don't understand, but it's okay. Yeah, that Japanese game was so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. If anything, I am getting rid of the gacha game. That's true. Yeah, they're both not within my reach anymore. So goodbye, horses. Goodbye, horses. Yeah. So moving on to my third week, the final week. Is there only 3 weeks in July? Well, I guess this is the 4th week. Yeah. Oh, okay. So 3rd week, it was. How do I hold up? How do I crop? I forgot how to crop. Okay, that'll do. 3rd week. 3rd week, so I kind of want to step away from gacha games and explore other types of games. And I kind of decided on these 3 games. Unpacking was a really, really good suggestion by you, Cora. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh my god. I think I was like bright red when I didn't know what when I revealed that I was not very familiar with female products. Let's go with that. Oh my god. I wanted to end the stream right there and just crawl under my blanket. But you know, I actually had a lot of fun. The game itself was a lot of fun. I'm still kind of mad about that Toy Story moment. I tried to put all the toys away on the top shelf and the game wouldn't let me. Like, come on. Let me be dramatic. Let me say goodbye to my toys. I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh man. But yeah, I do want to finish unpacking though. I think there's a lot of story behind the game that I want to see the rest of. So I'm gonna do that for Sunday. After I get back, hopefully it'll be a good way to relax. So yeah. You fell asleep during Superliminal? That's okay. Yeah, Superliminal towards the end. Okay. So another thing I want tangent. So I realized that, like, you know, the more I stream, the longer I can go. Because in the beginning, it was like, I can only stream for like an hour before I run out of energy. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but like with those just chatting streams, after like an hour, I was like, okay, my brain's not working anymore. I should just call it there. And in week 2 with the gacha stream, I think I was able to go like 2 hours. I think that's like kind of my sweet spot, like around 2 hours. And then with the games, I kind of want to go a little bit longer. Because on Twitch, it's like more beneficial if your streams are longer for, I don't know, people to kind of find you. But I kind of like having shorter streams that are, I guess that are, how do I put this? Kind of like quality over quantity kind of thing, you know? So as long as I have a better stream that I can output in 2 hours versus like having a longer stream that's just, you know, more mellow over like 5 hours, I think I'd rather go with the first one, you know? That's my philosophy anyway, but I'm sure there are benefits to both. When do we get a Melanathon? Let's think about let's think about like first steps, like I gotta get affiliate first, or I gotta sign up for that first, and then I'll think about like other things like subathon. I'm honestly kind of scared to do a subathon one day. I can't imagine having to be online for like half a day, and I gotta like I gotta order food like DoorDash. I gotta use the I gotta go to idol meetings, and because all of my planning for these streams are like, I plan them with the intention of streaming for a short amount of time. I have no idea how to plan for a long stream, but that's an obstacle for a different day. Would I be interested in Slime Rancher? I probably would. Anyway, Superliminal. That's a game I really wanted to play for a long time, because I think like puzzle games in general are just so fun. Do I have anything else to say about that one? Superliminal. I don't know. Personally, I had a lot of fun with Superliminal. I don't know how much fun you guys had. Especially if you like already played it, then you kind of know the puzzles already. But if not, you know. Current subathon you're watching has 1,000. How many? 1,932. How many days is that? That's 80 days. What? That's 2 months. You're telling me your streamer out there has to be live for 2 months? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. Can't be me. Can't be me. Okay, 1,000 hours. How many is 1,000 hours? That's 41 days. That's it's a month. Or over a month. Okay, how about let's think smaller. What's 100? 100 hours is 4 days. That still seems kind of steep. Ugh. Wow, I sounded just like her. What does that mean? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. So, okay. Length of stream, or I guess like frequency of stream. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am like kind of outputting more live stream content, I guess, than videos. Oh man, that's another thing. I don't know how people can do it. Working 9 to 5, and then like all my free time after my job is like solely focused on content, because it's just something I want to do, right? So it's like I have to think how I want to allocate that time. And it's usually, in the beginning, I was able to use that time to script, plan, and record content, like short form videos. But now that time has been taken up by like stream ideas, thumbnails, stuff like that. So I have to do both, I think, if I want to grow. And I'm struggling to find a balance between that. But I'm hoping to come up with a solution. Actually, I did write something about that. I'll talk about that later. In the future planned section of the stream. You lack a right emote though, unfortunately. What does a right emote look like? Is it like holding up a picket fence and just yelling something? This melon is all about business. I just like being busy, okay? I like being busy. I like being occupied. I like working, and I like making progress, most importantly. I don't like just doing the same thing over and over again. I like to keep trying new things. So, yeah. That's another, I don't know. It's not really lore. It's more like a fun fact about me, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let me just finish up this section first. So Peak. Peak was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to do it with Keran, who is So I don't know Kenan in real life, by the way. I've met him online, but you know, it's just one of those like things that we connected over Discord, and he's the closest thing I would say to like a pen pal, because he lives on the other side of the world. And one day I was like, hey, I like our chats. We should play a game on stream. And that's how Peak came about. And I was really excited because Peak is like one of those party games that you kind of have to play. You don't have to play with others. I might play Peak solo because I've seen some VTubers do that. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, I talked to Kenan and we just got to doing it. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was also really good practice because I think with collabs, the flow of the stream is a little bit different, I guess. Because usually it's like, I interact with chat. I talk to you guys. I'd be like, hey chat, look at this. And I just explode. But in the game, it's like, I want, or during a collab, I want to, how do I put this? Like, work together with my collab partner to make an entertaining stream, I guess, you know? I mean, I do like look at chat every now and then, but I don't want to like pretend that my collab partner is there or something, you know? I don't know. It's a work in progress. Make Lily collab. Yeah, if she's comfortable. We'll see. Yes, I do plan on collabing with Kenan again in the future. Maybe Peak 2 or maybe a different game. I don't know. It's difficult because of time zones, you know? Time zones is so... Excuse me. Time zones make things difficult. It's like I send him a message and I have to wait like 12 hours for him to respond. Wow. Yeah, collabs are fun though. And also, difficult to set up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I didn't pick the most viewer-friendly time zone. I understand. Because, what am I? California, which is like on the far west side of the world. So we're like one of the last people to experience New Year's, for example. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is like the most ideal streaming or time slot for me. So for me, it's 9 p.m. That's why I look forward to the weekend. I think weekend I can do earlier because I don't have to think about work and I could go longer. Just depends if you're tired or not. You know, honestly, it's completely okay if you're like, you know, if you don't feel like being able to join stream, if you're tired or if you have like other life issues. I always tell viewers to take care of themselves first. And if people have to go to sleep, you know, don't force yourself to stay awake to be here. But if you are here, I'm just saying, I still appreciate you. Or the funny thing to do would be to fall asleep on my stream and then I just yell really abruptly. That'll wake you up. I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't do that. I'm not a yeller. I wouldn't. I think I'm not a yeller. Ooh, I don't know. I say that, but as soon as I play a scary game, I'm gonna be like, wah! No, I have compression on though. I have a lot of audio filters on. Am I? I make a lot of random noises. Yeah. Anyway, so that was week 3, just a game week. Those are probably the most common types of streaming weeks I'm gonna have, just filled with a lot of different games that I want to experience, or games that I think will be like fun to stream. And yeah, let's put this away. And here I am. Why can't I move? Week 4. Week 4. Repo stream when? That's a good question. Okay, oh my god, I feel like I can make such an entertaining stream with Repo. That game is just so funny. Most of the time it's gonna be me breaking something or falling, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Reaper with the club or you're right. Fine, okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Well, I gotta get permission first, you know. I gotta be like, psst, guys, wanna play Repo? But I'm gonna be streaming. Is that okay? You gotta sign a waiver. You don't have to riot. You just have to sign a waiver saying that you are okay with being heard on stream, being recorded and stuff, you know? Oh, and you're not allowed to get me banned. I don't know. I'm always scared of like streaming with other people that I'm not too familiar with, and they'll just like throw out slurs, and I'm just like, banned. Hi, Nuclear. Good evening. You'll sign? Great. I guess I'll get my lawyer. Create a document. Ping everyone. Add everyone. Sign this. Go. Oh, you'd be down, right? Nuclear? Down for some Repo on stream, perhaps? After you sign a waiver, of course. So, speaking of future ideas or future games, whatnot. So I do plan on like streaming 3 times, yeah, 3 times a week probably, because I still want to be able to produce video content. Except now, I guess my videos are probably going to be focused more on streaming highlights, which I'm not very confident will do well, but what's the alternative? Sacrifice streaming time to come up with video ideas? But then streaming or like, I guess editing stream clips is also like a different style that I kind of have to learn. So that's going to take up some time as well. But I'll get there. The idea is iterative improvement. Can we have a clips channel? Yes, I guess I'll make that. Or there's so many like different channels I want to make on Discord. I'm just afraid that it's gonna be like empty for a bit, you know. But you know, I'm very happy to see you participating. The animals, the pets, the cats, so pog. Have your viewers make clips, easy videos, GG. Yeah, but are you guys professionally trained in video editing? I'm just kidding. I do encourage it though. Or I always encourage people to do creative work. Whether that's learning a new skill, like video editing, drawing, learning an instrument. Oh my god, I want to learn an instrument. Do you guys know this is so random, but I have an ocarina. This is like the most random instrument that I could ever own in my house, but for some reason, I have an ocarina. Okay, I mean, there is a reason. It's because I love Legend of Zelda. I think Legend of Zelda is probably my most favorite Nintendo franchise. I know what I want to play now. I want to play the new Zelda game. Is that okay? Would you guys watch me if I played the new Zelda game? Not Breath of the Wild. What comes after that? How do I not know this? Breath of the Wild sequel. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Duh. I want to play that, but I don't have a Switch. So I gotta get a Switch. You have a few college classes in video editing design. That counts. Of course that counts. Wow. Nice. I wish I took a class on that. I had to painstakingly like watch millions of YouTube videos on how to use DaVinci Resolve. You've never played... You've never played a Zelda game? You gotta play it. Okay, out of all the consoles, I think Nintendo is my most favorite console, or like, you know, Nintendo games. That new Donkey Kong game is out and I see a lot of people playing that. That looks really fun. I want to play that. But again, I don't have a Switch. I tried to buy it off of Amazon, but apparently you have to like request it to be able to purchase it. So I'm waiting for my request to be approved. I should have just bought it on day one, man. What was I thinking? Oh wait, I don't remember what I was thinking. I was thinking I don't have $500 to spend. 600? It's a lot. It's a lot of money. Yeah, 5 minutes on Twilight Princess. Ooh, okay. Twilight Princess is arguably the scariest Zelda game. I think if that was my first Zelda game ever, I'd be terrified. It's not even a horror game. I don't know. Because it's really dark, like the atmosphere, the color. You are forcibly transformed into an animal. Entire villages are sucked up into the void. You have to hunt giant cockroaches. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a good game though. It's a good game. I love that one. Yeah, I want to play more Nintendo games. I want to play Mario Kart. Do you get that, guys? You gotta get Mario Kart so we can play Mario Kart together. That's another thing. Or like, I'm trying to think of games that we can play. So we got Repo. Do you guys play Fall Guys? Is Fall Guys still a thing? Last time I played Fall Guys, I was playing on like 30 FPS. I don't know why. Yeah. Other games that I was interested in. You played that stupid Zenless version? That's probably the closest thing to Fall Guys. And that was fun too. That was a lot of fun. Oh, speaking of horror, I do have to try out horror games too. So a couple games I have on my list for horror is okay, I wrote this one down. Sharks and Minnows? Minnows? I've never heard of that word. The exploration-based survival horror game. Oh, I don't think I've ever played an exploration-based survival horror. So like the Backrooms, the what are similar games? Does Slenderman count? Does Slenderman count as a survivor? Exploration? Because I played Slenderman. I have played FNAF, I think. I've played the original one. I played the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty simple game. Then there's also, someone mentioned Exit 8. That's a game? Yeah, this is a walking simulator. Oh gosh, I feel like there's a whole genre of like of like Japanese simulator horror games, you know? There's the one on the train. There's the one in the coffee shop. I forgot the names for all of these. There's the coffee shop one. Oh, what about Boba Tea Shop? I think that's also a, okay, yeah, that's, I just saw Google Images and I just noped out of there. Play Evil God Korone. I've seen that one. Isn't that the fan-made one? Oh my god. What is this? Wow. Alright, I guess I'll put that on my list. Evil God Korone. Wow. I didn't know the Backrooms was a collab game. Actually, that makes sense. The Backroom is a multiplayer game, right? I don't think I've ever watched a Backroom stream, actually, so that's a good idea. Okay, do you guys consider Resident Evil as a horror game? Seven Nights Ghost. Oh my god. Wait, why do all of these suggestions look so terrifying? How do you guys know so many like different horror games? This is scary. This is so scary. Ah. This is so scary. What the heck? Oh, you love horror. Okay, low-key, I also love horror. I'm not the type of person to shy away from the genre. Okay, interesting thing. When I was a kid, I don't know why, but when I was a kid, I like really young, like I don't know, 10, 9, but I would go on my laptop and I would just watch marathons of, or the entire franchise of The Grudge. You guys know The Grudge? I'd watch every single movie of this. The Japanese version, by the way. I think it's called Ju-on. Yeah, I don't know how many of there are. I think there's 3, 4. I've seen every single Ju-on and all of the Grudges I was a kid. I don't know why. I really hoped I didn't deal any like psychological damage to me growing up. I don't know why I was so infatuated. They were so interesting to me. I think I'm quote unquote normal now. I think I would react like everyone else if I watched a horror game now. Or I'm sorry, horror movie now. Oh man, okay, I do have some memories that are like, I have some core memories from this. I don't think I want to describe it to you because we have nuclear in the chat. I'm sorry. You're trying to be nice with your suggestions. These suggestions are still so scary. I think over time, I just started... I think horror movies have... Honestly, the quality on them has declined lately. I saw The Nun like a couple years ago. How recent is The Nun? Okay, it says 2018, but I'm pretty sure there was a more recent one. Oh, The Nun 3? No, The Nun 2? Yeah, I saw The Nun 2. And all of the Conjuring movies. And all of the... I don't know. You know, maybe I do like horror. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I've seen so many of them. Okay, but honestly, I just really like movies in general. I watch so many movies. At one point, I had like a movie theater subscription just so I can like watch a movie every week. I'm trying to get back into that hobby. I've already seen 2 movies this month, so... So I might just do that again. And for your information, I know no one asked, I saw the new Fantastic Four movie last weekend, opening weekend too. It was great. It was great. I love comic book movies. Those are probably my favorite. I love keeping up with them too. So if you guys like comic book movies, I would love to discuss it. You want to see it? You should. Yeah, you should. You should. It's pretty good. Better than most Marvel movies so far in the past 3 years, maybe? 4 years, maybe? I'm really critical about these superhero movies, don't get me wrong. I'm like, I will watch it and I will be disappointed if it's not good, but I'll still watch it. I want to keep up. Oh, and then I'm gonna watch the Demon Slayer movie in about 2 months. I can't wait for that. Oh my god. I really hope that as soon as I watch the Demon Slayer movie, I'll like go back into watching anime, because that's something that I've been kind of missing out on. I haven't watched anime in so long. But yeah, my backlog is growing. But I guess it's because I don't have time. Yeah. Man, we can't watch anime when there's so many VTubers to watch. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think the number of... Okay, so my plan with like watching VTubers is like I subscribe to so many of them, and if I have free time, I go on Twitch or YouTube, see who's live, and I'll just click on them. So who's live right now? Sushi Dog, Carbon. Oh, I follow a lot of like smaller VTubers too, because I think watching big VTubers is like very entertaining, but they're like professionals, you know, the big ones are like professionals, they know what they're doing, they've been doing it for a while. But I'm like watching these like mid-sized, smaller ones to get a lot of inspiration from them. So yeah, okay, wow, it's actually not too busy tonight. Anyway, horror games. No, let's move on from horror games. Actually, I kind of want to play Resident Evil. How many Resident Evils are there now? How many evils are there? How many residents are evil? I think most people just play either 4 or 8. So I'll write that down. I've never played a Resident Evil game, by the way. But technically it's a horror game and I should play it, so I want to put that down. A lot of people are playing Deltarune as well. I have played Undertale. Undertale is really, oh man, what can I say? It's a classic. Every now and then I'll just turn on Undertale music and I'll start studying. And it's just so good. So good. And I'm excited to hear all the new songs that Toby Fox has put out for Deltarune. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it on stream. It's kind of like... it's one of those like RPGs that like, if you know it, you'll like it. But if you don't know it, then I don't know if you'll like it. So I'm thinking about that one. Probably a no. Outlast 2 kind of crazy. I've heard of Outlast. Did I play Outlast? Oh. I might have played the first one, Outlast 1. It came out a long time ago. Man, you guys just want me to play horror games, huh? Jeez. I mean, they make good content, so maybe. Yeah. I think it's just exploring so many different kinds of games that I'm really looking forward to. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't mention like, you know, editing streams and stuff. So I think going forward, I will probably focus on streaming on Twitch. Cause I mean, multicasting is nice, but if I can get rid of like extra software and make my life a little bit easier, I would like to do so. So I was thinking of like streaming on Twitch and then uploading edited VODs of my playthroughs on YouTube. Because I don't know how many people would be interested in like full VOD upload, but I think if I can kind of like edit my VODs and, you know, make them into bite-sized pieces, something a little bit easier to consume, I think that'd be great. You always watch full VODs? Then in that case, I might have a separate channel to upload VODs. Something algorithm, something mixing up content, something. Yeah. But okay, that's good to know. Excuse me. Just don't stop on Twitch, please. I don't want to lose my emotes. That's another thing. I want to be able to use interesting emotes. So I guess I'll get started on affiliate. And yeah, we'll go from there. Or I want to like utilize redeems. I want to think about you know, there's predictions as well. There's so many features that Twitch offers for streaming content that I kind of want to take advantage of, you know? And all of that happens with that first step of being affiliate. So yeah, which is probably going to add an extra layer of technical stuff. So I'm probably going to sacrifice YouTube on top of that. Yeah, so, you know, this is for VOD watchers too. Goodbye, goodbye YouTube. This one and the next unpacking stream will be my last one. So say goodbye YouTube. Or you could always just hop on Twitch and chat with me here. Oh, and another thing why I want to utilize Twitch is because I want to like decorate Twitch chat. I want to decorate you guys. I want to make you look all pretty and stuff. Like this thing right here. You guys are gonna look so pretty when I'm done with you. But yeah, I've looked into that too. Having custom, custom chat, I guess? I don't know. So yeah, that's another thing I want to do. Yep. And then when I'm streaming on Twitch, I don't have to worry about copyright. I can play random songs. I can... What else? I don't know. I'm sure there are other advantages too. Song review? I don't think that would be a good idea. Mainly because I don't know. I'm not a very good DJ, I guess. Like if you were to hand me the aux cord in the middle of a road trip, I'd turn on one of my Weep songs and everyone in the car would just give me funny looks. Based on a true story, by the way. I don't know. Like I'm familiar with songs, but I don't like listen to them regularly, you know? Like like all my friends listen to like mainstream songs, like American pop, EDM, country, or like hip hop and rap. And I'm just like, yeah, let me just turn on Suisei. But it's always been like that though. It's always been like that. I've always been the odd one out. So a lot of the people that I do have in common just happens to be terminally online like me, you know? So that's why being on the internet is so much more comforting. Where I can actually find similar brain rotted weebs and people who are too far down the rabbit hole. But that's why I love going to cons, because that's like the only other place where I can meet similar people. Don't give me the aux cable. Okay, aux cables don't even exist anymore. I'm just going to not connect to your car's Bluetooth, okay? You did ask me my favorite Hollow songs, and we didn't have the same ones. Wow, I don't remember this. Yeah, no, I don't know. Okay, if we're doing a song review, you know what we'll do? I'll put on video game music. I think that's like either my second or third favorite genre. Video game music, you know? Mostly Nintendo, but there's some bangers out there. And I usually use it for like studying or background noise. Or when I'm working from home, I'll turn that on. It's just so nice. Yes, we can have our own little jukebox and you guys can input your own songs that we can all listen together. And then we could all feel embarrassed when something really weird comes on and I'll just like, yeah, so-and-so uploaded this one. Let's make sure to time him out. This is your punishment. I'm just kidding. I would never make fun of people for listening to what they love. Especially because I was subject of that too when I was younger. I'm serious. Oh man. So this is gonna sound super hipster of me, but just so you know, I used to love listening to K-pop before K-pop was mainstream. And it was the worst because everyone thought I was weird for listening to K-pop. And K-pop was like, no one liked it. So I stopped listening to it. And then guess what happens? Oh my god. Everyone starts listening to K-pop the next year. Blackpink, BTS. Who else is there? I don't even know because I stopped listening. But I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I was like, guys, I'm telling you, this is fire. Just listen to like Big Bang. Listen to like, who else was there? Super Junior, Girls' Generation, 21. And they're like, no, this is weird, bro. give me the aux cable back. I was like, oh. Ooh, that kind of grinds my gears, but yeah. So people made fun of me, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Your car has a cassette player. You need an upgrade, friend. I used to have an old car too. I did a lot of work on it. Not that I wanted to, but because I had the resources and I didn't have money, so taking care of a car is a lot of work. It's rewarding and dirty, but it's a lot of work. 2005 car. My old car was a 2006 Mazda. That was my first car. I had to check engine light on like every other month. It was so annoying. It's like, oh, the check engine light is on. What's the problem now? Let's go to that one store and get the, they have the free to use check engine light tool thing. I think I got pretty familiar with the employee. I was like, yeah, I'm back. There's a problem with my car. I need your help. So can I borrow this thing real quick? So yeah. Oh, hi, Anyo. How are you doing? Hello. Nice to see you here. Kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting a follow. I just kind of hopped on your stream and said hi. Because you were talking about superhero movies. And I was like, wait. I love superhero movies. I talked about that earlier in the stream, but yeah. FT Island and CN Blue, yo, Nuclear, yo. Man, I used to love those songs. I used to love their songs. Those what is that category, like K-rock? They were kind of like K-rock, I guess. It was less poppy for sure, but like those are the songs that I was really looking forward to singing during karaoke, I guess. It was not easy though. It was not easy. Like, for one, karaoke was really expensive and I was young, so I'd have to ask my mom for karaoke money. And two, a lot of karaoke places do not have foreign songs. Like, no, I don't want to sing Lady Gaga Romance. I want to sing these Korean songs, man. But no, it was really hard to find. If there were Korean songs at a karaoke place, I would just spam the hell out of that. Am I Korean? I am Korean. 안녕하세요. Okay, no, that was so bad. That was like the most American way I could have said hello. Okay, it's like a code switch, okay? I gotta turn on my Korean side if I want to speak Korean. But most of the time, I'm gonna be in American accent. I don't know. Can you imagine if I just did a Korean only stream? I don't think that would go very well, by the way. I don't think any one of you would understand me. My Korean isn't even that good, by the way. It's not even that good. If I were to karaoke like a Korean song, I would just be like, and then the chorus comes on and be like, oh, 널 사랑해, or something like that. It'd be really bad. But I should brush up on my Korean. Low-key, I kind of want to learn Japanese more. I'd rather learn Japanese. I feel like that'd be a lot more relevant to what I want to do. Oh, I'm kind of lagging. Why is my model lagging? I think my phone's just really hot or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. What was I talking about? I forgot. Wait, let me scroll up. Oh, by the way, if I ever missed a chat, I'm very sorry. I was reviewing some of my VODs and I realized like some of you asked like a question and I completely missed it. So you know what I should have done? I should have wrote them down. I should have been like, so on my stream on July 14th, you asked me this question, by the way, and I have the appropriate response to you. That's how I know. That's how you guys know I value your chats. And if I just don't respond, it's usually because I don't have anything witty to say. You need all your chat messages ASAP? Okay, I will. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So my multi-stream program, there's a huge delay between chat and like, stream. So I'm kind of hoping to eliminate that when I stop streaming on YouTube. 0 latency. You are not rioting today. Calm down, calm down. No riot today. No riot today. Yeah, so sorry if I missed any of your messages. I'll try to go through them. Let me scroll a bit just in case I missed anything. Let me scroll if I missed anything. Okay, my model is lacking so much. Okay. Who said first time chatter? Oh, that's the system message. Okay. W Mother. Yes, W Mother. You want to do a karaoke stream one day? Nice. I hope I don't miss it. I love karaoke streams. Even though I'll probably never do one myself because I'm terrible at singing. I can't even describe what I do as singing. I'm just speaking at a louder volume to the beat, of course. I don't know how to sing. And my song choices are gonna be terrible. I'm gonna be singing like Smash Mouth. I'm gonna be singing like September. I'm gonna be singing the Pokemon theme song. Okay, my personal favorite is Mulan's I'm Gonna Make a Man Out of You. Let's get down to business. To the feet. The bots. No, I'm not going to karaoke. Or at least not yet. I want to take some classes. I want to take singing classes so I feel confident. I don't even know how it's gonna sound because like my room is so poorly like, how do I explain it? It's so poorly optimized for acoustics. And there's nothing I can do, at least without spending a ton of money. But the biggest problem is that like I have my room that I'm streaming in has a vaulted ceiling, which means I have 0 insulation. I have so much room on the ceiling that it's almost, you can almost hear an echo if I clap. I don't know if I can hear it. Okay, I just saw my mic peak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that hurt your ears. But I heard an echo. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Actually, is my noise suppression on? Wokch! I wanted Wokch emote. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna wake you up. I'm just gonna clap really loud. I don't know how that sounds. For now, you just post singing videos on YouTube. That's true. Yeah, I also don't live alone. So, I gotta get over that too. I gotta get over the fact that like, my family can probably hear me talk to myself. They don't know what I'm doing, and I low-key fear that they're gonna like, you know, knock on my door because they need me, they need me for something, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Well, first of all, I'm gonna like mute everything. I'm gonna hide all my windows. I can't, cause like my screen is facing towards the door, you know, so they can see my screen. So I'm gonna like make sure it's everything's closed. I'm gonna open the door slightly. I'm gonna be like, what do you want? I'm busy. Talk to you later. Sorry, mother. Bye. Bam. Close the door. It hasn't happened yet, and I'm really hoping I don't have to go through that. But I gotta figure something out. We need a woke and a listening. Hello, Myla. Just taking a look. Okay, I see. You're window shopping for VTubers. I get that. English level freshman of university. That's pretty good, isn't it? English, like if you're able to use English for your freshman year of university, I think that's really, really good. So, nice. Hello. Oh, you're on YouTube too. I don't know what it's like being on YouTube. Just say I'm calling a friend. Yeah, I should. Or I'll be like, Mom, I'm in a meeting at 9 p.m. for something. Window shopping for VTubers. Why haven't you done that? I don't know. What do you guys look for? Oh, that's a really good question. What do you guys look for when you're window shopping for VTubers? I used to exclusively look for corpos, or like I guess professionals. So like Hololive, FaZe, VShojo, Niji Sanji. But then after I started like, you know, VTubing myself, I come to appreciate that like, you know, there's a lot of smaller creators out there too who also deserves support, you know? So I was like, you know what? Let's go window shopping. Excuse me. So yeah, that's how I found a lot of other, I say VTuber friends, but I don't know at what point am I allowed to call us friends, you know? For now, I guess acquaintances is a better word. Like, I know you exist, you know I exist, I'm in your stream, sometimes you're in my stream, in your chat. I mean, I would like to be friends. I have no idea how to be friends, but I would like to be, you know? Do I just... I don't know, do I send a DM? Do I join your Discord? Do I don't know. Personally, I'm just gonna keep, you know, showing up in their chat for creators that I want to support, for creators whose content that I enjoy. Yeah. Most importantly, for content that, you know, I genuinely support. I don't want to like go into someone's chat and expect them to like check me out. You know, I'm usually when I'm in a chat, I'm like, this is a good stream. Because now that I'm a smaller creator myself, I know what it's like to be on the other side, to kind of, you know, show up on chat and show some interactions, show some support. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here. So much. I appreciate it. I should probably wrap up soon though. Knowing of someone is a good first step to friendship. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say it takes time, as always. I just gotta be patient, you know. If we're gonna be friends, we're gonna be friends. That's all it is. But yeah, everything takes time. And honestly, I like the pace we're at right now. I think I'm pretty happy with my progress so far. It's been a fun month of streaming, and I look forward to continue to do so. And I'm gonna continue to try new things, bring new ideas, just new ways to entertain you guys. And I look forward to like evolving every single part of the process. I'm like a Pokemon, you know? I'm like I don't know why I'm defaulting to Charmander, but I'm like a Charmander right now. And then when I get my next model, I'm gonna be Charmeleon, and I'm gonna learn like Flamethrower, and I'm gonna like be able to fight the 4th gym. My god, it's been so long since I streamed, or since I played Pokemon. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys know that, but this is a pre-made model. So there are some people out there with a similar model. I'm gonna toot my own horn and say that it's probably not as well rigged as me. If you guys didn't know, I love playing with like VTuber models. I love being like, because I think I'm pretty like expressive with my facial expressions in real life too. So the fact that I can kind of like translate this onto my model is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's like, I just realized I've been wearing my glasses this whole time. Why do I have my glasses on? Okay. I can't see. They aren't Snowmelon though. True. I mean, everyone has their own identity, okay? Everyone has their own identity. I feel so weird without my glasses. You guys have a friend that like is always in glasses, and as soon as they take them off, you just don't recognize them anymore? That's how I feel right now. It's kind of weird. Yeah, who am I? I look so weird. This is... Who am I? It's like looking in a mirror and seeing someone else. I don't know. I'm gonna put him back on. It's like the Superman effect. I'm Clark Kent. Bam, I'm Superman. Wait, I don't understand. I usually never wear glasses. That was a sentence. I usually never wear glasses. Why? Anyway. Yeah, I'm so used to them. I don't know how I feel. Do I just wear glasses from now on? Okay, let's just have him on. I'm like I'm like kind of tripping out. Low key, I'm like actually tripping out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna take for the next stream. I'm gonna start with them off so we don't get used to them. Wow, that is such an interesting phenomenon. Huh. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna start saving up money so I can like get my own model, and it's gonna be so good. I think there's a lot of elements with this current model that I want to preserve. I kind of like the white and blue motif. And white hair. I kind of like the white hair. Oh, it's like kind of gray. I don't know. I actually don't have a lot of ideas on this yet. That's for the future though. Snowmelon V2. I'm gonna be a Charmeleon. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye. I'm gonna be a Charmeleon, and then I'm gonna be a Charizard. Okay. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about today. And this is also pretty good information for my VOD watchers as well. So yeah, I think this is a good time to stop. I'm gonna be streaming next Sunday, but until then, I'm going to be on vacation. So no new content for a while. Sorry, fellas. But you know, until then, I hope you guys don't miss me too much. I'm gonna miss you so much, but not really. Maybe a little bit. No, that's too parasocial of me. Let's not miss each other. Let's just not do anything. You guys watch SpongeBob? I'm thinking of that one scene where Patrick, or where SpongeBob goes to school, and then Patrick was like, "What about me?" And SpongeBob is like, "Well, what do you normally do when I'm gone?" Patrick was like, "Wait for you." Anyway. Okay. Alright. You guys have a good rest of your week. And yeah, let's have a fun August. Right? That's the next month after July. Yeah. Okay. If you're not part of my Discord, join the Discord. It's a little empty right now, but I'm trying to get it ramped up. I'll be posting updates there as well. Okay. Let's get out of here. Hi. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.